Previously on the show that has been so aptly and poignantly titled, New Crits on the Block.
Take it outside. Better yet, throw that drunk asshole out, and your meal's on me. So yeah, this guy puts his hands on you, and you move him a good distance towards the door.
Gush, gush, explode on him, gush.
So yeah, you threw Willie or Wilhelm out of the bar as he made a distinctive scream on the way out. New information has been revealed that a fox folk by the name of Sabi has organized the thieves into a more capable group. One of her informants keeps watch in the Bilge. Welcome back to Havenport, everybody. And happy July 24th. Do you know what today is, guys?
Oh my God.
July 24th, Monday.
You literally just said that.
No, I do not.
Monday.
Is it
It
Monday?
is. I'm a little concerned about this. It is National Tequila Day,
Oh?
Brian.
National Drive-Through Day,
Oh.
What?
and
Well, those
National
things...
Cousins Day, and I'm a little concerned about the combination of some of those things.
Now, here's the thing.
Well, only concerned in the southern states, maybe.
Bingo,
No
because you
disrespect.
can...
We're safe. We're safe here.
No disrespect to the southern states.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
in the
cousin. That's
West.
not a cousin bang. Well, that's not the probably not the proper
Okay.
word to use.
Easy. Cousin bang.
That's that's not a cousin dig at anybody. It's more the drive-through alcohol dig, because you could do that in southern states.
Oh, Louisiana? Hell yeah.
Yep, sure can.
If this came out on a Sunday, we wouldn't have to worry about most southern states because they have dry Sundays.
But it's not. It's a
Sometimes.
Or it
Monday.
could be a dry county.
I feel like
So
having a
it's not.
dry
There you go.
Sunday just leads to
Yeah,
leads
that's
to a wetter Monday,
A wetter Monday?
right? Like, yeah. All I'm saying is
You
that
drink
like
more
if
on
you're
a
supposed
Monday.
to go out and have a good time on the weekends, and you're not allowed to, like, I have 2 days off, right? And you take one of them away from me, then
Well,
I'm
No one
gonna
can take
probably.
anything from you, Ben.
This is
You-
true.
You
Over
have
your cold,
two.
dead
because
hands.
You have Friday night and you have Saturday. So
Yeah, I guess.
They also have
Yeah,
just
those
pure
are the
dry
worst.
counties too.
trust me, I got tricked
Well,
into going to one of those. Not great, guys. It was not great, guys. It was not great.
How are you tricked?
Oh, I
Yeah,
see. So
that's
that was
not a
that was
trick.
Brian's hometown.
You were
Yeah,
like,
how was a trick
Like,
involved?
wait a minute, how
Oh.
did I get here?
what was that like?
you didn't
Brian?
tell me until it was
What
too
was that
late.
like?
It's
Give us-
actually-
give us
it's
some
not
details.
As bad. It's just a pain in the ass. Like, they stopped serving alcohol after 9 o'clock. You can't buy alcohol after 12 on Sundays. It's just, you just have to be a little more strategic and plan your week
Yeah,
around.
and that's why I was tricked, because I wasn't told that this was the rules until too late, and I couldn't make a decision. And yeah,
I didn't know that needed to be on the
so
disclaimer.
Christy doesn't. Hey, Matt. So Christy doesn't like it when people don't tell them the rules before
Hey.
starting something.
Hey,
Oh,
I
interesting.
absolutely did. You didn't listen like normal. You guys don't llisten to me because I'm just a dumb girl, and you don't listen to me all the time. And
All I heard
said
was
it.
I'm a dumb girl. Anyway, welcome back
Exactly.
to Havenport, everybody.
Yeah.
It is July 24th or something. I don't know. And
Still
we're
throwing
like,
it in there.
you're like in this city or something, and there's like some problems and some shit.
I solve the problems, and we'll get
Oh
to
no,
the
it's
shit.
turned into me.
So we left off, and you guys were in the office of the mayor. You had just finished talking to Mrs. Avocet, and she seems like she's maybe a little bit more receptive to not being terribly depressed. So good job.
Just want to say that was all me. Do I get inspiration?
told
for
her
giving
that.
Inspiration. That was all me.
Excuse me. I told
No,
her
I
that
did it.
she.
Jake,
She
you want some
didn't
inspiration?
I
even
started the
vent.
conversation.
Okay, here,
No.
hold on. I'll give you some
Me,
information.
me,
1
me.
second.
Will you warm up
Here
to
you
sing?
go. There's your inspiration.
Oh my God, Ben.
What?
Guys, it's just a zoomed in token of boobs.
Oh God.
Goblin boobs.
Yeah. Wait, what kind? Yeah, I was gonna say what kind.
Were you about to say what kind
Well,
of
it's not
boobs?
technically. It's not a goblin. She's not just a goblin.
What kind of boobs were working in there?
The boob
Yeah,
kind.
What kind of boobs are we
Boob
working with
kind.
here?
Like the square
Yeah.
shape, triangles. What are we working
Ski slope.
Well, more race then.
Oh boy.
hexagons?
So, Miss Miss
I love those
Havasset,
hexagons.
she says, yeah, thank you. Maybe I can do more than just sit here. Actually, I have an idea for, well, I have a few ideas. And she, out of the desk, she pulls out a small notebook and opens up and flips through it. And it's full of like sketches and various mathematical equations. Stuff that most of you probably wouldn't fully understand, but it's quite obvious looking at it that it's like engineering, invention, schematics, that kind of stuff.
I do have an intelligence of 14, so I feel like I wouldn't know anything.
And she kind of looks at it for a minute and then closes it and looks back up at you and says, well, listen, can you all do me a favor? The people of the Bilge, just please don't hurt them. I know the mayor said that you needed to stop the thieving and yeah, I mean, we can't let it affect the trade of the town. That actually will have worse consequences. But the people there, I mean, they're poor, but they ain't bad folk. So, you know, if you could find a way to maybe try to help them too, if you can. I know it's a lot to ask, but
Well, I'm no stranger to criminal means, so I could look a blind eye. Here, well, yeah, that didn't say that right. Look a blind eye. I
Nope.
could have a blind eye. I don't know.
No.
I
Keep
could turn a blind eye. There we go.
There
Jake.
it is.
make a charisma check.
Oh, I got that. Charisma.
Make a
or
correct Ben still doing his drunk Willie character.
Make a
Yeah.
charisma check.
Make a charisma check.
Yeah, because what you just did, you just stumbled over your own words there in front of her.
Ben started on National
that was
Tequila
a
Day
8
early.
plus 2
Mhm.
for 10.
Okay.
So par.
Yeah, that's about what kind of response that
Well,
was.
average.
And
She's
she,
like, maybe I don't want to be anything better now that I've been
Yeah,
speak
wait.
more.
wow, I'm feeling really depressed again. Her hair starts to turn more white.
Oh, no.
Give up
Is it
on my
Rogue?
dreams?
What's that?
Oh, I said, is she Rogue from X-Men? 'Cause I
No,
heard she
no.
was
We kind of talked about how she's part gnome, and so she is somewhat subject to the bleaching, where if she
Yes.
experiences depression for too long, it literally kills her. So you're
Oh, yeah.
quite literally maybe saving this woman's life.
Unless my 10 kills her.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really that, and she's like, oh, never mind, and then she just turns into a skeleton and a pile of ash, and then she's gone. So
Problem solved.
great job.
Can't be sad if you're dead.
And Ben
Got
is
it.
so disappointed.
So she gives you guys directions to the Bilge, which is the slums of town, and unless you have anything else to do, you can make your way there.
Yeah, I think we'll just kind of start getting going on what she wants us to do next.
Okay.
Makes most sense,
Yeah,
I think.
I would head to Bilge.
So you all leave the office of the mayor and begin heading towards the
Bilge.
the Bilge, the directions you were given. So you set off following the instructions Mrs. Havasset gave you towards the Bilge. On the way, you pass various folk preparing for their days. Shops are being opened. People are walking to work. A dwarven child with a 6 a.m. shadow and a small kitten folk are playing in the street. The morning sun is warm. The breeze is cool as you pass through the clean, industrious streets of Havenport. One could see why the people here may be unaware of the hidden dangers that lurk in their city. But as you pass some of the district's final buildings and walk up to the top of a ridge, you look down upon a very different scene. Hundreds of derelict buildings crammed into a literal and economically lowered district. The effects of the past flood apparent as many of the buildings are unfit for habitation. Roofs are collapsed, doors are missing, and garbage is piled up in the streets. Rot is apparent in both the district's infrastructure and its people morale as you survey the scene. Sprawled out before you is the Bilge, and somewhere amidst the poverty, despair, disease, and desperation is a man with a crescent moon-shaped scar on his neck and information pertaining to the local thieves. So as you begin to work your way through the Bilge, the slums, you are kind of following the instructions that were given to you in this letter by Mrs. Havasset, and where to go and where to maybe find these informants, or these people who are working with the thieving leader Sabi, as you've been come to know her, a fox folk who has organized some of the thieves. And upon coming to this, walking and weaving through these streets, you finally find yourself in an area where things are getting less habitable and more shifty. You're leaving like, oh, this is the poor part of town, and you're getting into like, this is the bad part of town. In fact, I don't think even the people who live here go here. And in the distance, you see some people who, upon seeing you, turn around and begin walking away.
Okay. We all noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, you're all keeping a lookout. I'm not going to make you roll perception checks on any of this. You can see them. It is a bright, sunny morning. The streets are, although littered with garbage, otherwise clear. And it's quite obvious that there are people who, upon seeing you, just turn on their heel and start to leave. What do you all do?
Were they, or would I know if they were watching us on our approach?
Yes, no, go ahead and make a, God, it would be like a culture check, because it's like it's like you being a thief would know this. Soot, you can roll this too. Both of you make a roll with advantage, and we'll say it's a survival, I guess.
Nature, maybe?
It's not really nature. I guess it'd be like stealth. It's like how you know stealth to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
In
advantage on
Pathfinder,
stealth?
they actually have like different types of knowledge. They have like arcana knowledge, they have nature knowledge, they have world knowledge. This would be like a world knowledge check, Or like
I rolled a 6, but I have a +7, so I got a 13.
Okay, I gave you advantage though, because this is something you know
Advantage.
really well.
Advantage.
So
Yeah.
Soot got a 12 plus a 7 for a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's mine's a 13. I got a 1.
Wow.
Next roll. So
Okay.
I got a 1 + 7 for 8. So yeah, the 13 is my highest.
Yeah. Well, I think Snow, aren't you more of an assassin than you are a pickpocket?
I'm more of a thief.
Okay. Well, for some
Yeah.
reason, you don't recognize any of this, but Soot does.
Yeah, I know.
You acknowledge that these people they're lookouts.
I'm very observant.
Yes,
they
they
are
are
look- they are
lookouts.
She's a bird.
And you know that these people are designed to keep an eye out for people who are not supposed to be in the area, and then probably when people show up who aren't supposed to be, are designed to lose them and probably report to others. And so you know that one of these people very well might be, or probably is, the informant with the crescent-shaped scar on their neck. But they're all pretty covered up in rags. You can't see anything, especially from this far away. And you know that whoever you're looking for can probably lead you to the thieves' hideout. But you got to get them first.
Okay. Soot is going to jump out in front of them and assume almost like a pointer dog position with her wings kind of like, or their wings back a little bit and her beak pointing out and be like, there, we have our man.
What do you see, girl? What do you see?
I don't know if I'm a girl, but there, we have our man.
The ones running away?
Yes, forward, go. We must not lose them.
Okay, I start. I guess are they like walking or running?
What do you guys do?
Well, that's what if
Quick.
they're just walking, I
They're
want
beginning-
to try to.
They're
I
beginning,
take
yeah,
I
they're
take to the
walking
sky.
away.
I'm going to head to
They're
the
walking
rooftop.
away.
Okay, you guys start moving. In that case, everyone roll initiative. So we are doing
Oh.
a chase mechanic. So here's what's happening. 5e has some rules for chases, and here's the way chases work. Everyone rolls initiative. So go ahead and do that real quick.
Do I get advantage because I'm already like heightened?
No.
God damn it.
Nice try. David rolled an 18 plus 2 for a dirty 20.
Ooh,
Nice. I rolled a 17 plus 3 for a dirty 20.
Ooh.
So
You probably have a higher dex than me, so you'll probably go first.
So it's got an 11 plus 3 for 14.
Gush
A
got
good
a
hollow, clean 14.
So sorry.
though.
So you said what? 13?
14.
hollow clean.
14.
Well,
Sorry.
like a bird
and
bones.
and
Like a bird
Gush,
bone, yeah.
what'd you get?
Gush got a 4 plus 2 for a 6.
Ooh,
Oh.
yikes. Okay. This is pretty interesting the way this worked out. Okay, so the way this works is I already rolled their initiatives. That's what earlier I was saying. Oh, thank God that happened because there was something I needed to have happened. And I was like, I don't want to lie and just say it happened. And then it actually did. So yay. This is the way chase mechanics work. We all roll initiative and we go in order, and you move on the map and you can move your movement speed. So for all of you, that's 30. And then for Christie's character, Soot, they actually have a 50 fly speed. You are welcome to fly as it is part of your character, and I have planned for that. You may take the dash action for free.
Daction, as we've known it's coming to call it now.
the
The
daction.
Daction.
Yeah. You can do it twice plus your con modifier. And so I have those all written down here. So for everyone, that's like 3 or 4 times
The
during this encounter.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my caw modifier.
Oh, really? I thought you were gonna con.
Like,
Oh, yeah, because for you, it's con
it's for me, it's caw.
modifier.
For him, it's con.
Wow.
So many
Incredible.
levels. So many levels.
How after 4+ years have we not
Made
Made
that
a
joke.
thought of that yet?
We haven't had a bird.
Well, you haven't had a DM who gave you the right inspiration.
We keep it fresh here, guys, you know?
Wow.
That's a hit at a couple people in this room. No, because it just never came up, I guess. So yeah, on your turn,
Thanks for clearing that up.
you can
Yeah.
you can take your movement speed. You can dash if you wish to, but you can only do that so many times. You track them, but I'll also track them too. If you run out of dash actions, you can force yourself to dash, but you have to make a Constitution 10 check. And if you pass it, then you can dash. If you fail it, you gain a level of exhaustion. And after technically the rules say 3 levels of exhaustion, you drop out, but I'm dropping that down to 2 due to map size. So after you failed it twice, then you can't dash anymore. I mean, you can walk your walking speed, but everything else will probably get away from you. And then at the end of your turn, you get to roll a d20. And that d20 creates a potential complication for the next player. And I have a list of those here.
Oh my goodness.
We'll kind of figure out as that happens. And those complications will make things on the next player's turn happen. So because of the way the initiative worked out, for example, when Snow goes at the end of his turn, it'll then be David's turn. So your roll might fuck him up.
Good.
However, Soot's roll might fuck up the thief because of the order by which people are going. So we have to kind of see how that works out. If you manage to get 1 square away from a person, you can reach out and make an attack on them. If you manage to touch their square, like you actually can land on top of them, then you can make a grapple check that grapple check. You might be able to grab them, and if you manage to succeed athletics versus acrobatics, then if you succeed, you got one, and we'll see if it's the guy.
I thought you were going to say they have to freeze, and then they're it, and then the rest of us get to run the other way.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing: you don't know which one of these
Tag.
guys is the person you're looking for. So with that, everyone has rolled. I will start. Let me pull up my donjon. And
Forgot about him.
Put that Donjon away.
yeah,
forgot
it is Thief number 2's turn. So as soon as he sees everyone start to move and Soot start to spread her wings, he fucking books it. He initially uses one of his dash actions to move a full 60 feet. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Right there. And then that is his turn. And then thief number 1 over here proceeds to also move. He does not take his dax action. He just moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he moves out of view, so you guys cannot see him now. And those are the first 2 people to go. So Thief 1 used one, Thief 2 did not, and it is now Snow's turn. Rare Snow.
Now, Ben.
Yes.
Can I get a description of like what's going? Because I are all these people that we're chasing. Like, what's? Can I get a description of like what's? Are all everyone on the map I'm chasing? Yes.
You don't know which one of these people is the informant, but you know that one of them most likely is, because you were informed about where they are, and this is the area you were led to. So you were told.
I think he wants you to describe each person so he can start to deduce which one he wants to follow. Right, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Is there
I got like a northern street, I got like an eastern street.
Yeah, no, I mean they're all at a good distance. You can't really tell them apart. They all appear to be fairly nondescript young males from the best of your knowledge, but they all have hoods. You can't tell. You can't tell anything specific about them. You just know that they're...
And that is they have made that the case.
Yeah, that's intentional.
Are they all like in the same color even? Like are they different?
No, they're not. They don't have any particularly visible markings. They all just wear rags.
How tall are these buildings around us?
Oh, great question. Thank you. 30 feet.
Fuck. Okay. Well.
Now, Snow, Rare Snow, I will say that you get 1 free dash action right now because of your feline agility. That is an ability you have. If you have not moved, you get a free dash action essentially. So you are welcome to do that.
Okay, so I can get. Oh yeah, because I haven't used
basically
that yet.
60 feet wherever you want. And if you want, you can also scale a building. You know, like your climb speed is 20, so you can take 40. You can get up a building. I don't know why you'd want to, but you could.
Yeah. So there's alleyway that like leads to the west from us, like straight ahead. I see two of these hooded men.
Yep.
I'm going to. So now, can I take another dash action on top of? No,
you just get your one. The mechanics of chase is on your turn, you can move your speed. If you wish to, you can move double your speed by using one of your dash abilities, and you can take an action. There are no opportunity of attacks, and there are no bonus actions.
Okay.
That is the rules of 5e's chase mechanics out of the Dungeon Master's Guide. Jake, you should try reading it sometime.
Ooh.
I actually don't. I don't even have the book. I had to Google the shit.
So
all right.
Now, see, technically, reading the rules, Ben, when you move on your turn in combat, you double your speed until the end of your turn. So it doesn't say I take an action. So now, technically speaking, doubling my speed, if I were to use this and I was to take the dash action, I would now have 120 feet because it would be doubling my speed until
but the thing is that
get him, Jake.
I thought you were going to bring this up, but the thing is that we're not in combat. We are doing a chase mechanic, and specifically a chase mechanic.
You know what this had? Okay, go ahead, Brian. Please tell me you're thinking what I'm thinking.
This is like a chess match between Dungeon Masters here.
This is to me Princess Bride. I knew you were going to think that, so I actually came around and did that. But I knew that you knew I was going to think that. So really, what I did is I put this into place. That is having me inconceivable energy coming from everybody right now.
It's
yes, these are like
off,
two.
and I think we could just all sit back and let them figure this out, and we don't have to do the chase at all.
Hey,
Before we actually hold on.
I already create the rules. I mean, you just want to create the rules and just rule a cool or whatever. I don't know.
Well, here's what my whole time. This is all that's going through my head. How the fuck am I going to edit this to make it listenable to people right now? How am I going to edit this so where it's succinct and flows quickly?
Well, what you do is you don't
happening?
spend a bunch of time fucking fighting me, Jake, and you just take your turn. So quick though. I forgot. Thief.
Thief
did you? 2 and Thief 1 did need to roll their complications. Wow. the very first thief rolled a 1, and on my complication table,
Are they scaled? Is it a graded thing where 1 is the worst complication and 20 is not so bad, or is it just random?
It's kind of random. So complication 1 for a ground complication is ironically alleyway, which is exactly what he ducked into. Alleyway is cramped space, make a DC 15 acrobatics, or lose 10 feet. So he rolled, he failed that. So he actually lost 10 feet of movement. So yeah, so this guy actually didn't actually make it where I said he did. He only made it to here.
Totally.
Okay, so be it. And then that guy then rolls a complication for you, Jake. And he rolled a 16, which is no complication.
All right. Well, I will agree with your ruling. You are the DM.
Mm-hmm.
But also, screw you. You're cheating.
No problem. Jake, so unless you want to take an action, like try to shoot someone or something, you are done with your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to wonder if I care about what she said about not hurting anybody. No,
don't forget, if you kill the guy with the information, that might be problematic.
Yeah, I know. I'll hold off on shooting for now.
All right.
And
Jake,
there's a difference between hurting and hurting, you know?
Yeah, like murdering.
Yeah, so per the rules of 5e, you can make
That's the only difference, right?
You can make any melee damage non-life threatening. You can make it
Can I make an arrow to the back?
No. Any range
Okay.
damage is potentially life threatening.
All right. Well, that's fair enough.
Go ahead and roll your d20 to see if you affect the next person in the order.
Well, I rolled a 2.
Okay,
What
a 2.
does that do?
2 for ground, and I think the next person is ground in the order. It is
Hopefully good.
David. Yes, David, you suffer the hazard.
That's not good.
So hazard, make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw to navigate it. Otherwise, you take damage. So, all right, as David takes off, let's first decide what David's doing because he's standing still. So
Yeah, now I probably would have known this information, or I wouldn't have known this information until I started moving, right? And then I would have
Correct.
come up as a hazard.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would, at that moment,
David, sensing a chase is afoot, notices his old, frail, slow body may not be quite the tool necessary to accomplish his feat. So, with a few bounding steps and awkwardly getting down to all fours, just a little slower than what he would like to have people perceive, he then bursts into a ball of fur, tumbling forward and re-emerging from the dust as a sleek, fast, dire wolf.
excellent. And then what's your speed now as a dire wolf? I don't have their stats.
now it's 50.
Okay. All right.
50.
Very good.
So I need to roll a dex check now?
Yes. So as you start moving, you need to make a dexterity 10 saving throw.
Saving throw. That is a 12 plus 2 for 14.
You did great. So right as you take off, there's a bunch of debris right at your feet that you, in human form wasn't an issue, but in wolf form maybe trips you up, but you swiftly dodge out of the way and take off running. So you can move 50 feet if you want to, or you can take your dash action, move a whole 100.
Yeah, I'm going to start moving.
What is
so I'm going to take...
So sorry, what is a direwolf's constitution?
Direwolf's con is 15, so it's a plus 2 modifier in case you
Great.
need
So it doesn't make any difference to your stuff. Great. So what do you do?
Yeah, so that's going to put me relatively right in front of this alleyway that I saw the first guy scoot down.
Yep. And then,
can I see?
What I've revealed here is a bunch of derelict, crowded buildings with narrow passageways through them that no doubtedly the thieves will be using to try to escape from you.
Okay, so as I race towards where I saw one of the thieves, or whatever you want to call them, duck into, when I get to my final 50 feet, I see that he's starting to make his way through this little crowded alley with a bunch of debris and boxes and shelving and carts in the way. And so what I will do then is I will dash to reach up to him, and I will I will get in front of him. So I'll kind of like circle around him and get on and kind of ruffle my fur like grr at him to block his path, because I can't make an attack here.
I gurge.
But I'm gonna see.
You can,
yeah,
but if you simply just
him.
overtake him, which you can, you can just roll a grapple check if you wish to and try to pin him.
Oh, I can. Okay, because I didn't know if I could still do an action.
Yes. Your dash
After
action,
dashing.
your dash is essentially free that you get to do if you wish to. You only have so many. Of them.
Gotcha. Okay,
So
then,
do you
yeah,
wanna
then
try
I'm
to
gonna
pin this
try
guy?
to. Yeah, I gotta try to take him down.
Okay. So make an athletics versus my acrobatics.
What'd
What?
you say?
Try that one more
me.
time.
Acrobatics.
Quacks.
Good. Thank God, because now I have a +2 modifier to that. Thankfully, so
What'd
that
you
is
have
a
left?
14 plus 3. I have a 0. 14 plus 3 is 17.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I have a
You
+3 modifier for my wolf.
Yeah, so you pinned Thief 1. He is now pinned to the ground. Thief 1 is now immobile, and you are looking at him. But that is everything you could do on your turn. Go ahead and make
Okay.
a complication check for the next person in the order.
And that's just a straight D20, right?
Yep, just roll a d20.
Okay, here. We'll just roll it so everybody can see what it is. 12.
12. 12 is no complication. Soot, it is your turn.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
thank
Hey,
God.
can I say what an absolute perfect round, everyone? I just want to throw that out there. I got the guy, no complications.
I can't wait till he stabs you right in your little neck.
Yeah, just
wolf neck.
mutilates him
wolf neck.
alone. It'll
My
be like
wolf
that
neck.
scene
You
in
just hear like,
Saving Private
and then he's
Ryan.
gone.
Oh yeah, and he's like shh 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 as he does it.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That
Great
still makes
scene.
me feel so bad.
I know. What a great
Oh.
scene, though.
God.
Okay.
Make that
And he's
scene,
sitting
Ben.
there going, stop, stop, stop. Wait,
Oh,
stop,
oh,
stop.
Oh, don't do it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
now
right in
I'm
the
sad.
chest, too. It's right through the chest.
Now I'm
Um,
sad.
Harrowing movie. Now I'm sad.
Could've lived.
All right.
Jake's
so-
leaving. Jake hates it
Yeah,
so
I
much
know.
he's just gonna leave.
Okay.
Closing my window.
All right. I don't-
Okay.
Maybe the window shouldn't have been open. Soot, it's your turn.
Yes. So I'm going to do whatever the rules that you very clearly stated earlier, but I wasn't paying attention to because I went just brain dumb.
You
I
can
wanna-
move 50 feet.
Brain dumb.
As a
I
fly.
was just like, the rules.
You
are
can
too
move
much."
50 feet as a fly, or you can move 100 feet as a dash. And you're trying to capture these guys.
I'm going to dash towards the. I am going after the one that's snow and the one that is not being currently chased by anyone, which is Thief 2.
The one going up the northern street.
Okay,
the
the one who
northern
took off
street.
North 3. Okay, got it.
Yes.
So you can move 100 or 50 feet. 50 or 100 feet.
Yeah, was that 100?
That was 50.
Yep, that
There we go.
is 100. Excellent.
'Kay.
And do I want to be a bitch about this? No.
Don't
I'll be
you
fine.
5 feet.
No. What I was trying to be a bitch about was, do I want to make you use Pythagorean theorem to?
You have to say it right first.
A squared
Yeah, I
plus
know,
B
what
squared
I
equals
do.
C squared, baby.
Yeah. No, I have
If
it
you
up
can
right now.
pronounce
So
it, you can
theoretically,
make
if you're
me-
flying over a building, then you really only move 90 feet.
I went
Uh,
around it.
All right. Well, then I would have to measure that out.
No, she flew through the window on the first floor to get
Yeah.
out another window on the first
Oh,
floor.
yeah.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Right through a lady's bath,
Um,
and she screamed like this. "Ee!" And I was like, sorry, ma'am.
And then she flew by a pie, and then the camera stayed there just for a second longer, and then she flies back and takes a little nibble and then flies
takes a
out.
little
Yeah.
nibble of the pie.
And that's all within 6 seconds, Ben.
But that doesn't take
Yeah.
time.
So I will
This
say
is
though,
no.
if you fly around, I hate to do this to you.
Come
I
on.
will put you here. There you
Oh,
go.
here's the thing though, Ben. You absolutely do not hate to do this to her.
No.
Yes, I
Don't
do.
hate to
That's
do
right.
it.
Liar
to
with
do
a big
it.
smile on your face.
Look at him. He's so happy.
Does anybody want a free mid break? Oh man, if you know that reference, then we can be best friends. Hello, everyone. It's your favorite player, Matt, and welcome to this week's middle break. I hope you can't hear my air conditioning. That is bumping right now in the background because it's hot, ladies and gents. It's like triple digits right now in the Bay Area, which is where I'm located. It is hot. So if you can't hear that AC just a grinding away in the background, you know what? That's just something we're going to have to deal with together, okay? Because I don't want to be melted by the end of this. Speaking of things that are hot, there are a few things you can do to help our podcast grow. That makes sense. That's a good segue. The first thing, of course, is subscribe, rate, and review to our podcast wherever you get our podcast from. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever podcatcher you use, go there, hit that subscribe button, hit a 5-star review. and leave a nice little synopsis of a review about why you like our podcast, so other people who stumble upon it or are directed to it can see why they might like it too. Make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits and on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at New Crits on the Block. We are constantly posting audiograms on there, behind the scenes footage. I know that I've alluded to some video of our recording when we're doing it virtually right now. We're working on it. I promise you something we're working on. We're just making sure we can dial in the actual audio at first, since we are an audio first podcast, but we're working on the other stuff too. So bear with us. The best way you can help us grow there is by either tagging people on those posts that you think might like our content, or if there's a piece of content you really like that we come out with, share it to your stories, your feed, whatever you can to help us grow. We're only growing through word of mouth right now. So you doing those small things really does go a long way and helps us to continue to be able to create all the content you like to listen to. One of the ways we like to give back to our community is that we have made our own New Crits Discord. That's right. It's a Discord for all things New Crits, but not all things New Crits. You can go there, talk about the show, talk to the cast members, talk to other fans, talk about where you think the episodes are going, your theories behind things, or you could just hang out there. We have channels for pretty much anything you could possibly think of. It's a lot, but you can find your own little niche there. We'd love to have you. It is a safe, inclusive space that we have really been growing and cultivating over the last few years, and we're really proud about what it has become. So please come on in, join. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Now, you might be thinking, well, Matt, I want to get to all the things that you said and I help you in all the ways that you said, but where do I get to all those places that you mentioned? Well, from our link tree, of course, linktr.ee/New Crits on the Block. We'll get you to all the places that I mentioned and some places that I didn't even have time to mention, linktr.ee/New Crits on the Block. It is your central hub for all things New Crits. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. As you know, we come out with new episodes every single Monday. That ain't stopping anytime soon. Hey, if you're liking this little mini arc, especially since it's Ben's first foray into DMing, hop on the Discord I mentioned earlier and let him know you're enjoying it. He needs the words of encouragement. He's a fragile, frail little sweet boy and needs the words. He wants to hear you. He's like a pixie. If you don't clap for him, he will die. So please clap. There's another good reference for you. Anyways, thank you again for listening. Let's get you back into this week's episode. We will see you next week. Until then, be safe, be kind, be excellent to each other. We love y'all. Bye.
Either take an action if you wish to, or make your complications check for the next player.
What are my action choices?
You can attack the guy if you wish to from a distance, but
I'm so far
that's about it. So whatever your normal action choices are.
I do not have anything to hit him so far away. Do I?
Throw a
your
dagger.
internal monologue.
I just want listeners to get into the Discord and tell Ben he's wrong.
I can't wait. I will shoot him with my little
Get in the
short
comments.
bow.
We have a YouTube channel. Go watch that. Leave it.
Okay.
I was
comment.
You attempt to shoot this guy that you're supposed to question. Got it. Go ahead.
Well, just a little one. Just a little shoot.
All right.
10 plus 5 for 15.
That hits his AC, yes. Roll damage.
Are you hitting him in the leg?
Yes, I'm
You're
hitting
just
him in the
hitting him.
leg with a 3 plus 3 for 6.
6
Oh, yeah.
damage. Okay.
Yeah. just
You
taking
shoot
out
this
the-
guy in the back, and you deal 6 damage to him. And he winces in pain as he looks back at you, terrified, not expecting you guys to try to murder him. And that
Well,
changes.
You give us the option.
Just
Yeah,
stop,
well.
just stop, and I won't
Jesus.
do it again.
Stop. Or freeze as you unloaded the guy's act. I said freeze, please.
I did say that. I did.
Typical, Christy, typical.
What?
Stop, or
It's-
my raven will shoot. Okay, so.
Bang, stop. It's the police.
Stop, please.
Bang, stop.
All right, make your complications check for the next person.
Oh, and that's a d20?
Yeah, just roll a d20.
Oh,
A
a
3. So thief number 3 needs to he has poor visibility. Make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, or he is blinded till the end of the next turn. While blinded, your speed is halved. He
Really?
rolled
I
a
feel like it should
16
be
plus, so he did great.
Considerably more.
So he is not blinded. So he runs through some smoke, and it doesn't bother him at all because he lives as a dirty street rat, so he's used to it.
He's all cool vape.
I don't
bruh.
buy that.
Yeah. So you said, let's see, I said that was a 3 here. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So that puts him right about there. So he takes off 60 feet. He is actually now kind of down the alleyway from where David is.
Actually, if he has to go around a corner, that would be...
I already counted it out.
Damn it. I almost had him, guys. Almost had him.
No, you didn't. So that's C3. So he uses one of his dash actions. That's the end of his turn. He then rolls a complication for the next one, which is a 12, which doesn't do anything. So Thief 4 now goes. And that's the last guy in the group. And he does the same 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Excellent. He also uses his dash action and gets that far away. And we are at the end of those rounds, and we return to the top of the round for the other thieves.
Wait, did
I
Gush
didn't
get to
go.
go?
Gush should go.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Gush is last. My apologies.
So
I just forgot.
Thief should have rolled a complication as well.
And he will roll a complication for you. Yes.
Yeah.
I just needed
Gush
to
is like, well,
adjust.
everyone's gone. So I guess
Yeah,
I'll just go home.
I
Yeah,
just
Gush is like,
remembered
well-
all the I just remembered all the important characters. So I
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
Just really being kind of rude this episode.
I
Brian-
really am.
He's a
He
feisty
rolled-
boy.
how's it feel, Jake?
Don't laugh at any more of his Lord of the Ring jokes, Brian, okay? That'll teach him.
But that was
Well,
a
you know
really
what,
good one,
Brian?
though.
He rolled a
that'll
16 for his
teach him.
complications. That is no complication.
Hooray.
However, first round is. Sorry. Now I almost did it again. Okay, your turn.
Oh my God.
As Gush is left behind all by himself. What do you do,
So
Gush?
rude.
Guys, where'd you go?
Hello?
I'm over here. Gosh,
scared.
As Verso like waves at him. He's not that far away.
Oof.
Okay,
oof.
so I am going to chase
Did you
after.
just woof woof as David
I'm gonna basically
Edinburgh?
run in Rare Snow's direction.
Okay. You follow behind Rare Snow.
Yeah. I'm going to take a dash action.
Okay.
So
and that's
sorry, dash actions. I can like if my Constitution is +1, I only get 1 time to take a dash action. This chase combat, is that how
You get 3 total.
3 total? Okay.
2 plus 1.
2
3.
plus, yeah.
Oh,
right.
I see.
And you actually,
So-
you know what? I'm gonna, judging by how this map is moving, I'm gonna up that by 1. The original rules actually say 3 plus, but I shortened it because I thought that maybe that would be too many. But I'm now realizing that it is the amount we need. So yeah, 3 plus. I'm tracking them all right here. I have it in my donjon.
He loves to say
Get it out of your donjon.
He loves.
Put that thing away, man.
put your donjon away.
Anyway, I'm tracking them
Stop
all.
calling it that.
So
So wait, I can. Is that it, or I can take another dash action?
nope, that's it. You can just
Okay,
dash once.
Well, can I do action surge and go again?
That's not really part of the chase mechanic rules.
Oh, okay.
But if you use it, then you use it for the day. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I understand that.
So I'll let you have it as part of your action. Kind of like how Snow got that free one off the bat because of his ability. And Christy can fucking fly.
I should have been able to.
Shut up,
run
Jake.
Hey.
So Gosh, if you wanna get another one, go ahead. You can use your action search.
So wait, I'm up near Snow then, yeah.
Yeah, 60
There
feet.
you
Right, so
go.
I'm gonna take another dash action then and get another
Okay,
60
that's
feet.
your action surge for the day. But yeah, go ahead. Move another 60.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 40. So somewhere around here.
There you go. Excellent. All right. And now it is the top of the round. Complications are going to happen more often. So now they happen on 12s and higher as things get more intense as you are running faster and harder against one another. Gush, go ahead and make that complication check for the next person.
3.
3. Okay. A 3 is a thing. So that is, I think we just had that.
We did.
That is for a 3,
I think it's the
a
blind.
crowd.
Crowd.
Ooh, a crowd.
Yeah, I think I messed it up last
Excellent.
time, but
I'll say
whatever, we
that's-
passed it.
It was blindness
some-
before.
This is
Yeah.
some,
Yeah, yeah,
weird.
it's my yeah,
Interesting,
sorry.
guys. That it
Assassin's
just keeps
Creed.
changing.
No,
Just,
it's hard to manage. So hold on. A 3 for a ground is a crowd, and then a crowd is a 6 over here. Don't mind me. Make a 10 strength athletic or dexterity acrobatics check, or
I mean,
you
3
lose
is a
10
crowd,
feet
you know.
of movement. He rolled a 11, so he succeeds. So Thief 2 then climbs up this fucking building over here. It looks like there's like a bunch of people standing there, and he's just like, out of the way! And he's like after he got shot in the back, and he uses another action to dash, which gets him 30 feet up, which puts him right there.
One would argue he's wounded, so his climbing skills would be a little...
Yeah, I mean, a knife in the back. Or
I don't think I
arrow.
could climb very good with knife in back.
Yeah. So he is now up on top of the rooftop. He climbed up, and he sees soot flying towards him. And that is his movement. And then he makes a complication for the next person. That is a natural 1, which doesn't mean anything except for the fact that 1s for ground are alleyway again. Wow, crazy. Which is cramp space. DC 15. He fails it, so he loses an... Oh, yeah, that's right. Thief number 2 is pinned to the ground. He ain't doing shit.
Thief number 1 is pinned to the ground.
Sorry, thief number 1 is pinned to the ground was what I meant. So he's not moving at all, and he just tries to squirm away, but he rolled a 6, so that doesn't do anything, and he's stuck there. And it is next in the order, and that would be Snow. He rolls a complication for Snow. He rolls a 6. So on my little chart here, 6, ground complication. Fence or wall across path, barrier. Make a DC 15 dexterity acrobatics check. So 15 acrobatics check.
Okay.
Snow.
Well, guys, roll a 3 plus 5 for a total
That's
of
not
8.
going to do it. You trip over some shit and you fall prone. You have to use half your speed to stand up.
You clumsy little kitty.
Okay. So I go 15 feet. I hit a wall.
Yeah, you trip over something. There's a
Well, you're
barrier.
a
It
kitty.
says.
Yeah, there's a wagon next to me that I tripped over its wheel.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll use my dash action to get
Now you can move
here.
Yeah.
So I continue down the alleyway. I see Gush running up 1. So I'm going to try to continue on to the next alleyway where I saw one of the other thieves go down.
Okay.
Further down this eastern alley.
All right, moving along. Make a
Western,
complications check for
Oh, yeah.
David.
That's a
14. Nothing happens. David, you have this guy pinned to the ground. What do you do?
What can I do at this point? Like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, what I'll say
What
is
am I?
that
What am I trying
Get out
to
your zip
do?
tie.
you want to see if
Fucking-
he has the crescent-shaped scar on his neck.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, so yeah, as I'm kind of pinning him down, I'll, because I'm pinning him here by the shoulder, I'll wrench my neck to see if I could pull a little bit of those rags away from the sides of his neck to see if I can identify.
This
that
terrified
symbol.
thief sees a dire wolf bite at his throat. So he decides his life is over and goes ragdoll like so many prey do whenever they get bitten by. Why do prey always do that? Like they get bitten in the neck and they just drop. They're just like, oh, I'm done. I'm like, kick, fight, kick back. And they're
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm
'Cause
done.
if they
My life's
move,
over.
it will
I'm food.
end it faster.
Yeah, like I'm done. My life is over. That's it. The end. You pull bit back. Doesn't appear to have a scar or anything on his neck.
Okay, then I am
And
going to.
Thief number 1 is not it.
Okay, then I'm going to kind of growl at him, and then hearing the commotion behind me, turn around and see further down the alley 2 more thieves making their way away from all of us. So then I am going to again start sprinting over there, and I am once again going to use a daction, and I'm going to take a few bounding steps and leap at the thief that is in front of me, just about 60 feet away, and see if I can take him down to the ground.
All right, thief number 3. So thief number 1, as soon as you let him go, he runs into a building and vanishes. He is not the one you need. Make a athletics versus acrobatics check on thief number 3.
Okay, 11 plus 3, 14.
He rolls a 16 plus. He
okay.
kind of wiggles away last second. Not a surprise. He did a lot of stuff that round. He managed to kind of, he saw you coming and he was like, fuck. Because a
As
wolf
most
is now
do,
chasing
yeah.
him through the streets. And he is a dirty, unarmored peasant thief.
Oh, great. Why couldn't I roll that last time? I rolled a 20 for my
For your complication?
complication.
Nothing happens on a DC 20. That means soot. Nothing happens to you for your complication. What do you
Yay.
do?
You're welcome again.
I'm going right for Mr. Thief number 2, straight ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to snatch him up.
Okay. So go ahead and make a athletics versus acrobatics check.
Okay. So it rolled an 11 plus 2 for a 13.
I had something I wanted to do to you, and I just can't do it because I rolled a 2. So yeah, you tackle him to the ground. So he just climbed up to the top of this roof, turns around, and a bird person swoops in and just pins him to the side of the roof.
I blot out the sun and just take him with me.
All right. And that is your turn. Roll complication for the next person.
Oh, do I get to do any other action or no?
Yeah, you got him. But
Okay.
next round, you'll figure him out.
All right, here is my complication. An 11.
11 actually does do something because it is now a new round and it's getting harder per round. 11's for ground is a 1. Alleyway, cramped space. So cramped space, DC 15 acrobatics. He rolls a 10 plus 3. So no.
Who does this affect?
This affects thief number 3.
Oh, sweet.
So thief number 3, where is he? Right here. Nope, that is not the right thing. There we go.
It's one by David.
Yeah, so he does actually get away, but he 10 feet counts as difficult terrain. So he's going to dash again. So that means that right there is 10, 20. There's your difficult terrain. And then 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There we go. He makes it that far down the alleyway, which is, again, these are oddly appropriate. He's running down an alleyway and he got the alleyway one. Okay, that is the end of his turn. He rolls a complication for the next person. He rolls a 10, which is a complication for thief number 4. And a 10 is for ground impediment. Make a DC 10 strength or dexterity check, or you get 5 feet of difficult terrain. Fails it. So 5 feet's difficult terrain. So 5 equals 10. He only makes it. There's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. There you go. He goes that far. Soot also reveals more of the map as she is a bird and took to the sky. So let me just do that for you real quick. And the next turn is Soot. I will roll. Sorry, not Soot. My apologies. Gush. I will reveal more of what's going to happen. There we go. That works. And your complication, Gush, is 18. Nothing. Gush, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to run and take another dash action. I think that gets me to David, or just
a little
past David.
him. Yeah, it gets you like right to the neck of the alley, I think.
Yep, definitely.
Excellent. Yeah, so you see thief number 3 taking off down the alley, and roll a complication for the next person.
Okay, I'm going to use roll 20 this time. See how this works.
A 2. So this is for thief number 2, who's currently pinned to the ground. So I don't know if it's going to do much for him, but let's just see what a 2 grants you. Ground, hazard. Make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw to navigate the hazard. On a failed save, you fall 1d4 times 5 feet, taking 1d6 bludgeoning damage to 10 feet fall. He's going to fall off the fucking roof.
Oh no, he slipped from my talons. Oh no.
Well, he's already taken damage, so
Butterfingers.
he might die.
Uh-oh.
Butter talons.
Butter
Oh no.
talons.
Oh no. Okay, what did I say it was?
Wait, this is for Thief 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
He can't move, right?
Well,
Now, yeah,
I'm holding him.
I feel because he is grappled, correct?
Yes.
he is, but this is what the hazard says. Well, here, let's
Right,
see.
but let's think about it and not just again
Logic.
take the rule as gospel.
But
if
that's
Christy-
the point
at
of the
least
chase
Christy-
mechanic.
But Christy should at least have the if he's trying to. So this is how I see it, and follow me here. He's trying to squiggle and wriggle away from this person who he thinks is trying to kill him. So it would make sense to where he would be like, "I'm just trying to get away, even if I do fall off the roof." So that is a possibility, absolutely. But if Soot is actively grabbing onto him, I feel like she should have an opportunity for an athletics or to
let's say
still
this.
hold him
Yeah.
steady.
Let's say this.
Right?
He would first need to move, right? In order for any of this to happen. Which means that first he has to get away. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a acrobatics versus your athletics.
Okay.
Okay. What'd you get?
Athletics. I got 14.
He got 14. What's your acrobatics?
+2.
Your acrobatics is +2. His is +7. So he does.
I'm not a strong bird.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's fine. I go to gym.
Well, not necessarily. Your athletics. Yeah, good point. Okay, very good. So he does get away. Now he has to make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, which he'll probably pass.
if it meets it, it gets away.
Yeah.
Well, because he has a higher
Okay.
number also.
Beats it.
But yes, meets it, beats it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
He
God.
dumb
I'm not
guy.
kidding.
You're
I'm
going
not
to
kidding.
fall to your
rolled a
death.
1. He rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Oh no, he
I
goes.
have
So
a feeling
he-
this is the guy with the tattoo on his neck.
I hope
So
he's not
he-
guy with tattoo.
Good job throwing
He's-
that knife at his back.
Yeah. So he
Ding,
falls
ding.
30 feet. So he takes 3d6 damage.
He's dead.
Well, he has 11
down
HP.
at least.
He has 11 HP.
Hmm.
So
Oh God.
Might need a heal
Okay.
over here.
Oh my
If it's
God.
average,
no, but you don't understand. He rolled 2 6s and a 3.
No,
Oh, great.
he's so dead.
So, I mean, that actually makes sense that if you were like getting away from someone and you lost your balance, it would not be a clean fall. Like this guy does not tuck and roll. He falls the full 30 feet and lands awkwardly on his neck and takes 15 damage. And you
So-
hear a very ugly, sickening thud come out of his neck area.
So it just looks around. Oh, my bad.
You didn't do that.
He
That
tripped.
happened to him. But you were definitely involved.
Yeah, I don't think
Uh,
throwing that knife at his back really helped that momentum.
He actually would still be alive had you not done that, to be honest. He would have only taken...
I know. Probably. Okay.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
That's definitely the end of his turn. And his life.
His turn forever.
Oh,
Thief
no.
number 1 is gone. I guess he rolls a complication for Snow. I think that was the complication. He rolls a
That's
5.
Pretty complicated murder
Yeah.
on my hands. On my wings.
Cramp space. Make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, Snow. You poor guy. You're one of the fastest guys here, and you can't seem to. Keep going.
18 plus 5 for. a
All right,
total of
nothing
23.
happens. You bypass everything. Take your movement.
All right. Well, I'm so far behind. Oh my goodness.
2 thieves are down. Although that one may have been the one you needed.
We'll find out soon.
So I'm gonna take a dash action, and then I'm gonna just take a turn into an alleyway to my right. Just trying to continue to follow the thief that was farthest away from us.
Yeah, you're still way behind everybody. I don't know why you're having such a hard time, but that's what's happening. Oh well. Moving on. Please make a complication check for.
Yes.
You're making a complication check for David.
12.
12 is something. 12 is ground, bridge, or hazard. So make a DC 10 dex save, Mr. Wolfie Wolf.
I got a good dex save. 14 plus 2.
You're good. Nothing
16.
happens. You don't
Okay.
fall off a roof. So
That's
just so
good.
you know, just to pull back the curtain a little bit here, my plan was to have him, thief number 2, who was standing on the building, throw a net on Soot and have her fall the
Well,
30 feet.
Too bad. you
These guys
son of a
have
bitch.
nets. These guys have nets. They can immobilize you. But something very different and it's happened.
I immobilize you forever for good. Take
yeah,
that.
try to net this.
Okay. David, you can go ahead and take your round.
Yes, I have done all the calculations, and with my 100, after I dash for 100 feet movement, I can overtake Thief 4, who has rounded the far side of the building down the alleyway. I saw Gush come into view and start chasing the thief that took a closer alleyway, and knowing that I have a better movement speed, I took the one that went the long way. So
Yeah.
we kind of split in that direction.
Yeah, you're really
And-
hunting these guys down. That's 95 feet. Good job.
Yep,
You want to try to tackle them?
I absolutely do.
Let's take that roll.
Be careful.
All right. That is a
They're very
19
squishy.
plus 3 for a 22.
He got a 10, so plus whatever. Plus 7, actually, but still, no, you don't. You beat him. So yeah, you pin him to the ground. It's almost like a bunch of dirty street urchins don't do well when they're being chased by wolves.
Or die.
Dire wolves.
Yeah, dire wolves.
Yeah. or hearing the death screams of their best friends.
Of their colleagues.
Yeah.
And,
Just one real big bird.
and a distant from further alleyways down.
You go ahead and roll a complication for soot.
Okay. And
Things are already
just
pretty
roll that in
complicated over here.
Yeah. That's a nat 1.
Oh boy. So nat 1 on Ariel. Oh, I love this. Is
Net.
it's flock of birds.
Oh, that's fine for me. I love that. That's great.
Make a DC 10 Dex or athletics check.
A dex check? Like a saving throw?
DC 10 acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. Acrobatics, obviously. 15 plus 7 for 22.
Yeah, you did great. So the flock of birds, as the
Good
thief
job.
is falling to his death in slow motion, he looks out at you and he reaches up his hand just out of your grasp as a flock of doves flies by. And in rapid motion, everything kicks into full frame as he hits the ground, his neck snapping to the side, and he stops moving. What do you do?
I'd like to maybe go down and check him.
Yeah, you hop on down there. You're a bird. You can just fly down.
Sir, are you okay?
Roll me.
Probably wasn't too bad, right?
I'm gonna roll a d4. Okay. You have a 1 in 3 chance of getting this. Roll a d4 and reroll ones.
You want me to roll a d4?
Yep, and reroll ones.
4.
You pull back the scarf on his neck, revealing a crescent-shaped scar
No!
on this man's neck.
Oh no. This is very, very good. No, probably bad. I'm just gonna, Soot's gonna slowly just kind of cover it back up. Be like, I did this. And just pull the body into into the alleyway here just a little bit and just kind of kick it over to the side. No one has to know. I didn't even catch you. You got away, and it was very, very sad, and I'm very frustrated. I didn't catch you. You evil thief, you. Here
And
you go.
one of the flocks of doves perched nearby looks directly at the camera and says, "We'll see you next week."
So
Scared our dog.
Funny thing. All right, we didn't notice that our dog had snuck into the room here again.
She was just
and
laying
Mike
next to my
clapping
desk.
scared the absolute shit out of her.
She was like,
"Oh, pup."
She did not like that.
Oh god, she didn't like that.
She thought she was going to get a smack.
no.
She was out of here.
She doesn't even know what a smack feels like. We've never smacked her ever.
I mean, a playful smack.
Well, sure.
She
It's
loves
just
a booty.
just a little pat on the
pup.
booty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a cute, like, oh, you're being such a nutty pup, and just like smack her on the booty, and she goes away.
I like to smack her face a little bit.
And give her little smacks.
And she tries to bite like this. It's great.
Yep. Oh, I do that too.
Sweet pup.
Anyway,
I'm so sorry. Someone keeps ringing my doorbell. I think it's my children, and my wife's not letting them inside. Please hold.
oh boy.
She's finally had it. She's like, I'm not letting them inside. No.
Yep. Or she's locked out and the kids figured it out.
That too. And they're just like laughing.
That's more likely.